Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lessons in Leisure, where I take you along my journey of romanticizing my life and finding joy through various hobbies. So, in today's video, we are going to take a specific look at I'm not going to say challenge, but I took inspiration from the Powerpuff Girls. So in this video, I will just kind of show you and talk about my Powerpuff Girl crochet hats. And if you like these hats, if you love what you see, you can always purchase them in my Etsy store, Finishing Touches. The link will be down below. Now, with that being said, um, if you want a video on how I made these hats, I'm going to kind of talk you through what I did. But if you would like a tutorial on how I made the different sizes of ruffles, there's plenty of tutorials. But if you want to see what I did specifically for my hats, let's get to 100 likes on this video, and I will do a tutorial for all three of these hats. All right, let's get into it. So first off, I am a 90s baby. So we love Powerpuff Girls over here. We love Cartoon Network over here. So I was on TikTok and I saw a Powerpuff Girl video like a few days before I decided to do this. So it was in the back of my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I love the Powerpuff Girls. And I'm a pink girly. So while I was creating one of my hats, which I'll show you. Will I show you? I was creating my 901, my Memphis 901 and Maine hat. Um, which again, if you like this hat, it will soon be on my Etsy shop as well. By the time this video goes up, it'll definitely be on my shop by now. But if you're loving this Maine hat or this 901 hat, if you look closely, you will see one of the pieces, and it's actually two. It is red and pink. So while I was crocheting this hat, and I was like, red and pink, it's giving Valentine's Day. That was my first thought. I'm like, ooh, that'd be a cute Valentine's Day hat, red and pink or red and white. And then I was like, dum, 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 dum. I was like, wait, it's giving Blossom. I was like, oh, I have the colors for all the Powerpuff Girls. What if I do a little mixeroni, and make a Powerpuff Girl inspired crochet hat series, or it's only their hats. So let's start with what started my vision in the first hat I made, which is Blossom. So in this hat, it is a red yarn, acrylic yarn, and pink and white acrylic yarn. It's like patterned where it's various shades of pink. So it's like a darker pink, a bubblegum pink, and a super light pink and a white all throughout this scheme. So I used two skeins of yarn, but my pink yarn was not just a solid pink. It had a variation in it. Once I did that, I used a 8mm hook and took those two yarns together, made a magic circle, and then proceeded to make my rounds for my bucket hat. Then at the end, I just made the ruffles. And I made these ruffles. I didn't make them as big as they could have been because they could have been bigger. She could have been real big. But I did, how many rows of ruffles? I did 2 rows of ruffles. 1 row, I did 3 double crochet in each stitch around after the brim stitch. And in the final increase for the ruffle, I did 2 double crochets in every stitch around. And then at the very tip, you can see around, I did just a single crochet layer in every single stitch in just a pink, because I felt like it needed a little bit more pink. So I'm going to try this hat on for you. That's just the basis of how I did. This whole hat is double crochet, minus the trim. The trim is single crochet. So here's how she looks. It didn't take that long, especially since I doubled up my yarn, used the bigger hook size. The ruffles will always take forever and a day. But if you enjoyed this hat, again, you know where to get it. My Etsy shop link down below. But this is she, this is her, this is Blossom. Now, here was my thought process. I wanted the hats ruffle size. I wanted all my hats to have ruffles, but I wanted the ruffle sizes to vary. And so since Blossom is the leader, I wanted her to have the biggest and the most dramatic ruffles. So this is the biggest ruffled hat that I created for the series. And I think the red and the pinks and the white really shows Blossom. All right, that's Blossom for you. Next, I'm going to show you Bubbles. Oh, I guess before I put her on. Now with Bubbles is the same thing, except I used 3 different types of yarn. I used 2 different blues, a sky, really pretty light sky blue, a denim shade of blue, and a white blue, because this is my interpretation of Bubbles, but we add in a little flair for me. So that's why I did the denim too. I didn't want it all super bright pink. I wanted that variation in blues. And I just kind of, again, if you want to hurry, I'll show you, but I just switched back and forth between the yarns I was using. So sometimes I crochet with the 2 blues together, and then I would stop after a while. I did not measure anything. I just went with the flow. I looked at it and saw what looked good to me. So after crocheting with those 2 shades of blue, I stopped, take away one of the shades of blue, add the white, crochet for a while, stop, take away the other shade of blue, add the previous shade of blue with the white, crochet, then go back to both. And sometimes I went back and forth. Sometimes, you know, I just changed it based on how I felt. And then at the very end, I did another trim with this one, and the trim is all that light blue and white all the way around to add more of that brightness. Now, with this hat, I wanted the waves to be bigger. The blue, it reminded me of Bubbles, so yeah, she's a cutie pie, but you know, blue, the ocean, so I wanted my ruffles to be wave-like, really wave-like. So that's why I made these real wavy. She's giving wave. She's giving, I've been in the water. It's giving Moana, but bubbles mixed together. That was ugly. I'm so sorry that you had to witness that. So for this construction, same specs as the other one, 2 yarns, double crochet the whole hat. And I only did, after I did my brim, I did 2 rows of, did I increase at all? I did 2 rows where I increased every 5. So on this row, after my little brim, or not, yeah, I increased every 5 here. And the next row, I single crocheted all around as normal. So for this row every 5, no, this row every 5, this row single crochet as normal. And then with my wave row, I did double crochet in every stitch. Double crochet in every stitch. And then as my trim, I did double crochet in my trim too. So with the blossom hat, I did a single crochet 1 stitch one single crochet in every stitch around the brim. And this bubbles hat, I did single crochet, but I did 2 single crochets in every stitch around. Okay, hopefully that made sense. I kind of blundered that up a bit, but basically, again, for the wave, I did 2 double crochet in every stitch around, and then for the trim to add more to the wave to give it that really like ocean type of wave, I did 2 single crochet around in every stitch, and that gives us this very, you know, juicy wave. So here is Bubbles. All right, and finally we have Buttercup. Now, Buttercup, if you see some strings hanging out, boo-boo, I still haven't crocheted or weaved my ends in because I forgot, to be honest. But here we are, and it's too late, and I don't care. Oh. I'm leaving this in. Let's talk about her. Same thing. Here she is in all of her glory. This is Buttercup. So similar to the Blossom hat, I switched as I felt fit. I used a lighter green, kind of like a neon green, a medium regular green, and then a black. Because it's Blossom, and she got the attitude. She needs some darkness. She gives gothic queen. But same thing, I did my magic circle, did my rounds, changed it. You can see this 2 greens. This is the dark green and the black, and then this one is the light green and the black. And I just randomly did that. For these ruffles, for the first layer of ruffles, I just went around and did 2 double crochet in every stitch. And then for the second round of ruffles, I did another, yeah, for the second round of ruffles, I did 2 double crochet in every stitch. So nothing fancy or crazy. We're gonna try this hat on now. Boom. So this is Buttercup. I love Buttercup. I love the mini wave because Buttercup, listen, Buttercup is about that life. So she wouldn't have all that super wavy stuff. She's like, okay, that's gonna get in my way. So at first I was gonna do Buttercup with just like a bucket hat, a regular bucket hat, no ruffles. But Bubbles be having her little soft side too, you know. She's still a PowerPuff girl. She's still for the girls. So I was like, you know what? She's just gonna get a little baby wave. She's like, okay, we're not doing too much because I could really take you out. So, but I'm still cute forever and always. She's still that girl forever and always, but she could really knock your lights out. So I did the baby wave. And I love this one. I really do. I love the greens. I love the greens I chose because there were so many different green colors. I was like, bro, which 2 greens do I want to do? But I love how it turned out. I love that I decided to add the black. Just like I love with this one, I didn't just do blue. I love that I added the white. And these hats turned out so cute. So cute. So again, if you like this video, I will do an actual tutorial on how I did the bucket hat. I'm not claiming to like, oh, this is a specific pattern that I wrote. No, I found a bucket hat tutorial. The one that I use the most, what is her name? Un momento, por favor. Okay, I found her name. So for the base of my bucket hat, I used Crafty Mama Mirror here on YouTube. That's whose video I used. But I just, you know, I play around with increasing, and I never watched the video on how to do the ruffles ever. I've never watched a video on how to do ruffles. But I was playing around with stitches because sometimes, you know, I just like to not follow directions. It gets me in trouble quite a bit. But I was like, what if I just do a little do and boom, a wave. So I was like, oh, okay, now I understand how waves work. And so I kind of just figured it out on my own how to make the bigger waves versus the smaller waves, the bigger ruffles versus the smaller ruffles. But her tutorial is so great and straightforward and perfect. It was very easy for me to catch on and learn how to do the bucket hat with 2 different yarn colors specifically, which is why I liked her video. So if you want me to do a tutorial, I'm telling you now, her hat is the base. I like how she did the tutorial, and I can just show you how to do the ruffles if you like how these specific ruffles look. But yeah, go watch her video for sure to see how she do the bucket hat. It's super cute. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And then come back here and like and comment and say, girl, still do the tutorial and show me how to do the different ruffles. I want to see this ruffle. I want to see that ruffle. So let me know. Other than that, though, I'm going to end this video here. That's all I have. Make sure you like and follow, like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Again, I do various hobbies. That's why it's called Lessons in Leisure. So not only will I be posting crochet content, I will also be posting gaming content and possibly baking content and whatever other hobby stumbles into my life as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.